What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Augusto, and in today's video we're going to be designing a letterform infographic. Well, I mean, that was kind of obvious considering the title, but anyway, let's jump into it. For those who don't know, right now I'm using something called the golden section. If you don't know what the golden section is, it's basically based on the Fibonacci sequence, and in graphic design it's usually used to create natural looking compositions. I decided to use it since basically on my course at university we recently looked at golden section, so I decided why not use it, you know? Why not put something that I've learned into practice? Also, what you see right now is me struggling to find the font I wanted to use. Cumin Pro is probably my favourite font at the moment. It's clean, easy, and well, it's just nice to use. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm basically lining up the cap height, X height, and baseline. What are they? Well, the baseline is basically the line on which the letters sit. The cap height is the very top point of where the ascenders and usually the capital letters will sit. The X height is where the top of the lowercase letters will usually sit. Keep in mind, depending on what typeface you use, all of these heights will differ even if you use the same point size. I got the inspiration to do this since I recently learned about all the different parts of a letter, and I thought, well, why not make this into an infographic? Then I can just print it and stick it up on my wall. That's what I'm planning to do, but as of right now I currently don't have access to a printer because of COVID, but eventually I hope to, print everything off. I haven't put what the key words actually mean and signify. This is because I already know what they technically mean. However, as a visual aid, I found that designing an infographic would be very useful. If you want to know and learn more about what the actual parts of a letter are, I'll leave a really helpful article in the description. But later in this video, I'll go over very briefly what each part or what each keyword actually means. With that said, please keep in mind, I am only a student. This video isn't meant to be educational. It's simply what I was going to design anyway, and I thought, why the hell not just upload it to YouTube? Before I actually explain what these keywords actually mean in this infographic, please realize that these aren't all the parts to a letter. These are just the parts that I learnt about and that I've decided to put in this infographic. If you want to learn more, please do your own research. Now, I've already gone over the cap height, X height and baseline, but what are the other parts? Well, number 4 is the crossbar. This is the horizontal line in a character. For example, this happens in an uppercase B and an uppercase A. Number 5 is the stem. The stem is the horizontal line that goes up a character. In this infographic, B, L and D all have stems. Number 6 is the counter. The counter is the negative space inside a letter. For example, O, D, and uppercase A's, they all contain a counter. Number 7 is the bold. The bold is the curved part of a letter. For example, this happens in D, C, and in a lowercase e. Number 8 is the descender. This is any part of the letter that descends under the baseline. Number 9, which is the ascender, is the opposite of this. The ascender is anything that goes above the X height. Number 10 is where things get a little bit more tricky. The terminal is where a letter will end without being terminated by a serif. If you don't know what a serif is, then I'm not sure why you're watching this video. But, in case you don't, a serif are the little feet that you see on certain typefaces. For example, these are usually seen on things like Roman numerals. Number 11 is the finial. Now I'm hoping I'm saying that right, but I also believe that this is called multiple other things. For example, the swash. This is the fancy flourish that replaces a terminal or serif. Now if you don't understand that, I really don't blame you, but just know that this is only really used in handwritten typefaces. Number 12 is called the ligature. This is also something that's only really used in handwritten typefaces. Basically, a ligature is part of a character that connects to another character. Lastly, we have the spine. The spine is the main curve of an S. I believe it's only an S, but I don't know this for a fact. Again, this is why this video isn't educational. I'm only a student. Please do your own research. And here is the final result, except it's not the final result because I actually went back and, changed some of it. I'm sorry that I didn't record any of that part, but to be honest, I sort of just got thrown off by the recording. Anyway, I hope you like it. I quite like it, to be honest. I'm also really sorry if you could hear a lot of mic infrequency in this video. I had to record this on different days, and I'm honestly just using my phone. And also, I'm really sorry if I sound really posh. I just noticed that in listening back to my voice on these recordings. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Oh, also, if anyone has any feedback, please give it to me. Whether that's to do with the YouTube video itself, or whether that's to do with the design, I'm always trying to improve. So please, just drop a little comment. Cheers.